The story of American cattle ranching begins not on the dusty plains of the West, but with the arrival of Spanish explorers in the 16th century. These early adventurers brought with them a valuable commodity: cattle. Specifically, they introduced the ancestors of what we now know as Texas Longhorns. These hardy animals, well suited to the arid climate, thrived in the New World. As Spanish settlements spread across Mexico and into the southern regions of North America, so did their cattle. Vast herds grazed the open range, multiplying rapidly and shaping the landscape. Cattle became a source of food, leather, and labor for these burgeoning colonies. The animals' presence marked the beginning of a new era in the Americas, one defined by the cowboy, the open range, and the cattle drive. The legacy of these Spanish cattle is still visible today. The iconic Texas Longhorn, with its distinctive horns, remains a symbol of the American West. This breed, along with others descended from those early Spanish herds, forms the backbone of the modern American beef industry. Their introduction centuries ago set in motion a chain of events that would forever alter the landscape and economy of the United States. The 19th century witnessed the romantic era of the American cowboy. Vast herds of cattle roamed freely across the open range, tended by rugged individuals on horseback. Cattle drives, epic journeys from Texas to railheads in the north, became legendary feats of skill and endurance. The image of the cowboy, herding cattle across dusty plains, became ingrained in the American consciousness. However, the open range could not last forever. The invention of barbed wire brought an end to the era of free-grazing cattle. Ranchers began fencing off their land, and the open range slowly disappeared. Along with this change came the development of new breeds of cattle, bred for their meat production rather than their ability to survive long drives. The 20th century ushered in an era of industrialization in the cattle industry. Feedlots, large-scale operations where cattle are fattened for market, became increasingly common. Advances in animal nutrition and healthcare led to greater efficiency and productivity. Today, cattle ranching is a complex and sophisticated industry, utilizing technology and science to produce high-quality beef for a growing global population.
The romantic image of the solitary cowboy on the open range may persist in popular culture, but the reality of modern cattle ranching is quite different. Today's rancher is as likely to be found behind the wheel of a pickup truck as on horseback. They are skilled business people, animal caretakers, and environmental stewards. A typical day for a cattle rancher might involve checking fences, monitoring water sources, and caring for sick or injured animals. They may also be involved in tasks such as vaccinating cattle, assisting with births, and keeping meticulous records. Technology plays a crucial role in modern ranching, with ranchers utilizing GPS systems, drones, and computer software to manage their herds and land. Despite the demands of their work, ranchers are driven by a deep love for the land and their animals. They understand that their livelihood depends on the health of their cattle and the sustainability of their ranching practices. Many are committed to preserving the traditions of their forefathers while embracing innovation and new technologies to ensure the future of their industry.